This is the list view for the customer records, and this is the customer records themselves. Now you can use this button here to go ahead and access the list view, or you can go to the main menu, and then through the main menu you can go ahead and reach the list view screen. Let's go ahead and go out to the list view. On the list view screen, you'll notice that on the same screen that we just came from that has these words at the top of the screen, if you click on these will take you to those particular screens like the main menu, and there also is a main menu button that is included here. I also pointed out, and I'll point out again, if you're on the browser and you access or change records, like on the record I just left, and you're not on the iPad, which saves the records as you leave each field, you need to commit the record for the changes to be made up on the server. What it'll do when you hit this, it's like saying submit, and then it goes ahead and adds those pieces of information through the browser to the server. Like I said, you do not have to do that in FileMaker Go. If, for example, I made a change here and I wanted to edit this, say a field, and then I wanted to revert and say that, oh, I don't want to save that, hit the revert button and the changes you just made will be eliminated. Okay, in this case now I'm seeing where we have records indicated that we have these particular people in the database right now. We've got the walk-in customer. We've got the empty record that we tagged in the last video to show that there's an empty record. And because I clicked on the wrong button, I created a new record. That can happen. Well, there's one way to get rid of those. Go in back to the main record and then annotate in there that this record is also empty, and then you can be used the next time somebody wants to add a new customer. At the end of the row, there's also a little icons out here. One will omit a record. So let's just omit this record saying I don't want to print this one and I don't want to print this one. And now I can go ahead and print the records, and those aliens that are sitting out there that I don't want to print are now no longer shown. If I wanted to hide or show the menus at the top of the screen for some reason, I would go ahead and click this particular icon and it would hide the menus. Say, for example, I want to bring back the records that I omitted for some reason. In the omit records, show omitted records will bring the two that I just sent away back to the screen. So it replaces the ones that are currently in the screen, bringing the omitted records. There are times when you want to do that, where you want to see the omitted records and then revert back over. Or I can just go the other direction and bring back the records that I originally had in the screen. Now this is throughout the application, you're going to see these available, except for in reports in some cases where that is not a part of the screen, where they're not pertinent for that screen to be used. Once again, there's a show hide menu, there's a do find, the perform find and show all records, and then there's the button that will take you back into the customer screen, and you'll notice that there are also buttons on this screen that will take you to purchase, inventory, and sales if you needed to go to those screens. There is room for expansion where I can add additional buttons in here that might be added to the application later on, where they do different functions that are not currently in there. This is the end of this video. The next one we're going to be going to is going to be the sales screen.